If you are someone who spends a lot of time in the kitchen, I'm sure you have used a kitchen scale before. I have used these throughout many periods of my life. If I was dieting to measure out my food, you get so much more accuracy and can get more food and more bang for your buck if you're weighing it versus just going by cups, actually getting the grams in there, using it for measuring out protein to make sure I'm getting enough of that, use it for baking to make sure I'm getting great measurements when I'm measuring things like flour that can clump together. When I was baking sourdough, I used it to measure out how much water and flour I was adding to my starter. The options are endless with it. This one is super nice. I love that it has that like stainless steel kind of look. So it's super sleek. It matches with the rest of my kitchen, which I really like. It is super accurate and you can use it for both liquids and solids. It has a ton of different measurements and it's super easy to use. So one feature about this I really love is that you can use it as rechargeable and it also has backup batteries. That way if you're someone like me who constantly forgets to recharge things, you have some backup in there. But I love the idea of saving money and being able to recharge it at the same time. The buttons on the bottom are super user friendly. You have your measurements right there on the front and you have different units. So you can bounce between milliliters, kilograms, grams, ounces, fluid ounces, pounds, pounds and ounces, and back to milliliters. So wide variety of what to choose from. You have your power on and off and then your Tare button. So that's what you're gonna press after you put the bowl, after you put the bag on, just to make sure you're not weighing those things. You're only getting the weight of the food item that you're choosing. Then you have a hold button, which a lot of these don't have. So a lot of times you wanna press hold, make sure you're getting that exact measurement. Things aren't going in and out of the bowl. Changing that, so it's nice that you have the hold. And then it also has a timer, which I don't often see on this, so super helpful if you're into baking. After you get everything mixed up, you're about to pop it in the oven, hit that timer, and boom, you can kind of keep an eye on things there. I will show you guys how it works now. I'm gonna be making a recipe where I need 200 grams of flour. I have my bowl that I'm gonna be measuring it into, so I just pop that on. You can see that weight. We're just gonna hit that Tare button, and it's gonna zero it out. So we're not getting the weight of that bowl. You can see if I take it off, now we're at the negative 354. If I put it back, boom, we're back at 0. I am gonna be measuring out 200 grams of flour. Boom, there you have it. Now, if I did want to adjust and change my measurements, I can always click that and see exactly what we're gonna get throughout those other measurements. I love using these in baking because if I then need to measure out my baking soda, my brown sugar, my sugar, whatever it may be, I just Tare it again, take out the weight of the flour, and boom, go in with the next ingredient. All in all, I feel like this is a great tool to simplify your role in the kitchen, to make everything easier. It is convenient, it's portable, it's easy to use, it's affordable. Level up your baking, level up your diet. Check one out.